The first thing he learned about Jungkook was that people were afraid of him. The second thing he learned, he was absolutely terrible at being scary around you. It was almost embarrassing. The man could walk into a boxing arena and make an entire crowd go silent. He could knock down an opponent twice his size with one clean punch. He had a reputation for being cold, dangerous, focused, and almost impossible to read. People called him the Black Rabbit. Jungkook, why are you staring at me? He blinked. What? You've been staring for like 5 minutes. I wasn't. You literally forgot to blink. I blink. No, you don't. He looked away, pretending to be extremely interested in the bottle of water beside him. You narrowed your eyes. Were you watching me? No, you were. No, you're a terrible liar. His lips twitched. Maybe I like looking at you. And just like that, your brain stopped working. He smiled. There it was. That stupid little smile. The one nobody else ever saw. The scary boxer suddenly looked like a boy who had just been caught stealing cookies. And honestly, you had no idea how you had become the only person who could do that to him. You had never planned on meeting John Jungkook, especially not inside a boxing gym, especially not while carrying 3 iced coffees and walking backward because you were arguing with your best friend on the phone. I'm telling you, I'm not going. You said that yesterday, and I mean it yesterday. You said it for 4 days. Exactly. I'm consistent. You turned around and walked directly into someone. Your coffee flew. Your soul left your body. One cup landed on the floor, one landed on a punching bag, and the third landed directly on a very muscular man's black t-shirt. Silence. Complete, terrifying silence. You slowly looked up. Black hair, sweaty forehead, sharp eyes, broad shoulders, boxing gloves hanging from one hand. And an expression that said, I have absolutely no idea what to do with this situation. You looked at his shirt, then at him, then back at his shirt. Oh my god. He looked down. Coffee was dripping from his chest. You swallowed. I'm so sorry. Nothing. Like, really sorry. Still nothing. I can explain. His eyebrow lifted. You can? No. His lips pressed together. You stared at him. He stared at you. Then a tiny laugh escaped him. You blinked. Did you just laugh? No. You did. No. You literally. He laughed again. And suddenly the terrifying boxer wasn't terrifying at all. You're okay? He said. I'm okay. Yeah, I just threw a coffee at you. Accidentally. You're not mad? He looked at you for a second. No. You smiled awkwardly. Okay, great. That's good. You started walking away. Wait, you stopped. He pointed toward the floor. You dropped something. You looked down, your phone. Oh, my phone. You bent down at the same time he did. Your hands touched. You both froze. You pulled your hand away first. Sorry. He picked up your phone. The screen was cracked. Oh no. You stared at it. He looked guilty. I think I stepped on it. You looked at him. He looked at you. You did? I'm sorry. You're buying me a new one. He smiled. Deal. And that was how it started. Not romantically, not magically, not with some dramatic love at first sight moment. It started with coffee, a broken phone, and the most feared boxer in the city accidentally become responsible for you. You were sitting in the gym, watching him train. You had no idea why you kept coming back. Actually, you did. You just refused to admit it. Jungkook was hitting the punching bag so hard. His movements were fast, controlled, powerful. Everyone around him seemed to know not to interrupt, except you. Jungkook. He stopped. Everyone looked at you. You smiled. Can you open this? You held up a bottle. He stared at you. You interrupted my training for that. Yes. He walked over, took the bottle, opened it, handed it back. Thank you. He stared. You could have opened it yourself. I could. Then why didn't you? You took a sip. Because you're stronger. He stared at you, then shook his head. You're unbelievable. You like me. He paused. You grinned. See? You didn't deny it. He looked away. Go sit down. You laughed. Yes, sir. Don't call me that. Why? Because you sound like you're making fun of me? I am. He smiled, and the second he turned away, you noticed something. His ears were red. You covered your mouth. Why is he acting like that? Over the next few weeks, Jungkook changed around you. Not dramatically, it was little things. And somehow, the man who really spoke to anyone was texting you throughout the day. He remembered everything, your favorite drink, the snacks you liked, the way you hated thunderstorms, the fact that you always forgot your umbrella, and, unfortunately for him, the fact that you loved stealing his hoodies. You have your own hoodies, why you wear mine? Because yours smells like you? He froze, you froze. He slowly looked at you. You can't just say things like that. You smiled. Why? Because he looked away. You make it hard to behave normally. Your heart skipped. You tried to laugh it off. Poor Jungkook. He shook his head. You're trouble. And yet you're still here. He looked directly at you. Yeah, I am. His voice became softer. It happened after his fight. You had been warned not to come. The gym was packed. People were shouting. The atmosphere was tense. Jungkook stepped into the ring, expression completely different. Cold, focused, almost frightening. You had seen him playful. You had seen him smile. You had seen him fall asleep on your couch with his head on your lap, but you had never seen this Jungkook. The bell rang, and everything became a blur. He moved like lightning. One hit, another. His opponent stepped back. Jungkook didn't even look tired. The crowd exploded when the fight ended. You didn't cheer. You were watching his hands. There was blood on his knuckles. When he came backstage, he immediately looked around, searching, until his eyes found you, and the cold expressions disappeared. Hey, you crossed your arms. Don't hate me. He stopped. What? You're bleeding. It's nothing. You're bleeding. I've had worse. That doesn't make it okay. He smiled slightly. You're worried about me? Of course I'm worried about you. He looked at you quietly. You reached for his hand. He let you. You cleaned the small cut on his knuckle. He watched you the entire time. Stop staring. Can't. You looked up. What? He shrugged. I like seeing you care. Your expression softened. Of course I care. He was quiet. Then he whispered, I don't know what I'd do if something happened to you. You stopped. I mean it. His thumb brushed gently over your fingers. You make everything feel different. You swallowed. How? He looked down. I'm angry less. You smiled. I notice. I love more. You definitely do. I actually want to go home after training. Because? He looked at you. Because you're there. Your heart melted completely. Of course, things couldn't stay peaceful because apparently the universe enjoyed watching you suffer. One afternoon, you were talking to a guy at the gym. Nothing serious, just a conversation. You laughed at something he said. Across the room, Jungkook stopped punching the bag. You laughed again, the guy said something. You smiled. The punching bag nearly flew off the ceiling. Your eyes slowly moved toward Jungkook. He was staring. You raised an eyebrow. He looked away. You walked over. Are you okay? Fine. Really? Yeah. You look angry. I'm not. You punched the bag like it insulted your family. He sighed. I don't like him. You stared. You don't even know him. I know enough. You crossed your arms. Jungkook. He rubbed the back of his neck. I don't like the way he looks at you. You almost laughed. You're jealous. No, you are. No. You're adorable. He looked at you. Don't call me adorable. You're jealous and adorable. He stepped closer. Wyan. You smiled. What? His voice lowered. I know I don't have the right to tell you who you can talk to. Your smile disappeared. But I care about you too much. He looked nervous. Actually nervous. The terrifying boxer, nervous. I don't want to control you, he continued. I don't want to become someone who tells you what to do. I just. He exhaled. I like you. Your heart stopped. I like you a lot. He looked directly into your eyes. And sometimes I don't know what to do with that. You stared at him, then smiled. You could have just told me. He laughed quietly. Yeah, you're terrible at this. I know. You reached up and fixed the collar of his shirt. But you're cute when you're jealous. He shook his head. You're going to be the death of me. It rained that night. You were sitting on his couch, wrapped in a blanket. Jungkook was making ramen. You watched him from the couch. Why are you so domestic? He looked over. What? You're making ramen? So? You're a famous boxer. And? You should be doing mysterious boxer things. He laughed. Like what? I don't know. Standing dramatically near a window. He stared at you. You want me to stand by the window? Yes. He walked toward the window, stood there, crossed his arms, looked outside. You burst out laughing. Oh my god. What? You actually did it. You told me to. You're ridiculous. He walked back. You're laughing at me? Very much. He sat beside you. You were still laughing. Then he looked at you. The smile slowly disappeared from his face. Can I tell you something? Your laughter faded. Yeah. I've spent most of my life being angry. You listened. I thought being strong meant never needing anyone. His fingers played with the edge of the blanket. Then you came along. He looked at you. And suddenly, I don't want to be alone anymore. Your eyes softened. He continued. You make me feel like I can breathe. You whispered. Jungkook, I don't know what you did. He smiled. But I don't want you to stop. You moved closer. So don't make me. He looked at your lips, then back into your eyes. Can I kiss you? Your heart was beating so loudly you were convinced he could hear it. You nodded. He leaned in slowly, giving you every chance to pull away. You didn't. His lips touched yours, softly, carefully, almost like he was afraid the moment would disappear. You smiled against his lips. He smiled too. And then he kissed you again. This time deeper. His hands gently rested against your cheek while yours curled into the front of his shirt. The rain continued against the windows. Neither of you cared. He pulled away for half a second. You okay? You nodded. More than okay. He smiled. Then he kissed you again and again until the world outside disappeared. You laughed quietly when he accidentally bumped noses with you. Oh, sorry. You're supposed to be a professional fighter. I fight people, not noses. You laughed. He tucked your hair behind your ear. You're laughing at me again? Always. Come here. He pulled you into his arms. You rested against his chest. He kissed your forehead, then your cheek, then the top of your head. You looked up. You're really affectionate. Only with you. Why? He looked at you like the answer was obvious. Because you're the only person who makes me want to be. You smiled. He pulled you closer. I love this. What? This. His arms tightened around you. You. Your eyes softened. You make me feel like I'm not the person everyone thinks I am. You touched his cheek. Maybe you're just finally allowed to be yourself. He smiled. Maybe. You rested your forehead against his. And maybe I like this version of you more, you whispered. His eyes softened. Then I'll keep him. You laughed. Keep who? The guy you love. He froze and then he realized what he had said. Did you just... No. You did. I said nothing. You literally said... He pulled you into another kiss to shut you up. You laughed against his lips. When you finally pulled apart, you were both smiling. His forehead rested against yours. His thumb gently traced your cheek. And for the first time, the most feared boxer in the city looked completely peaceful. No crowd, no cameras, no opponents, no pressure. Just you and him. His safe place, his favorite person, the one person who could make the world go quiet. He whispered. You know what's funny? What? Everyone thinks I'm dangerous. You smiled. Are you saying you're not? He shook his head. No. He pulled you closer. I'm still dangerous. You laughed. Sure you are. He kissed your forehead. But never to you. You looked into his eyes. And suddenly you understood. He wasn't soft because the world had changed. He was soft because he had become the place where he didn't have to be strong. And maybe that was what love really was, not changing someone into a different person, but giving them a place where they finally felt safe enough to show who they had always been. Jungkook smiled. You smiled back. And somewhere between the rain, the laughter, the stolen hoodies, the ridiculous arguments, the protective hugs, and all those little kisses, the most feared boxer in the city had completely, hopelessly, and beautifully lost his fight to you.